Hey everyone, how's everyone doing? It's our first full week of the new year. Oh my goodness. I know most people probably made lots of good resolutions. I honestly have just been in the just be okay. Do a little better than you've done before. Because after last year, which was totally crazy and we could not have predicted, actually that's a lot of stuff that probably led to it. We just didn't really see the signs. That's okay. Making big grand resolutions, great for you if you're doing it. I'm kind of looking at what's maintainable, and given that so much is still up in the air, let's not add more crazy pressure. But anyway, if you are, this week is focusing, not that we haven't done healthier things, I know it's not all healthy, for sure not all healthy, but this week is focusing on healthier versions of recipes or healthy recipes, period. We're going to do a few throughout the month, but this week is looking at that. And so some of it's taking recipes of stuff we like and going, what's a healthier way we can do this? So we're doing a lightened up queso dip today. A chile con queso, not chili, like the meat. Chile, the E at the end, like the peppers, chilies. You get it. You're there. It's okay. So we're doing a lightened up version of that. Let's get to it. It's time for another episode of Cooking with Kaitlin. That's me. Enjoy. Alright, we're going to start by prepping our vegetables. Some of them are not needed till much later, but we want them ready now. Doing some green onion, though we're going to get those little kind of initial edges off. Just getting a little wilty. So just getting the green onions kind of nicely sliced up, like we see. If you're not super into green onions, you could obviously go a little less than what we're doing. This is just 3 stalks worth, just the recommendation. So I'm going to put them in a bowl because we don't need them till towards the very end, but you want them ready to go once you need them, so you don't risk burning anything, overcooking anything. Alright. Then we need some cilantro. I know, there's always just so much. So much. And we don't need nearly this much. I might freeze the rest for what we don't use for another recipe a little later. So just it gets all stuck to my fingers. Just a couple tablespoons worth is, as you can, maybe you can't see as well, I don't know. But that's the equivalent of what we're doing. Just a couple tablespoons worth. If you really like cilantro, you can add a little more. And you can also always just garnish at the end with some if you really want. That's a pretty good amount. I have to wash my hand. Hang on. Alright. Now we're getting our onion, yellow onion. Get that peel off. And we're just going to chop it up. Because we need that earlier. Then we needed our other little veggies that we had to prep. So we're just going to... Oh, it looks like green onions down there. Because it got all that juice from the green onions and the cilantro. Right, so we're just getting that and just chopping it real nicely. and we'll check back when that's done. All right, so we've got our nice large saucepan going. We're gonna put all of our onions in there. Then we're gonna add some garlic. Get that going, getting them tender. Okay, so we're going to do, it wasn't quite a tablespoon. This is neither, it's about a tablespoon and a half when it's all added in of garlic. Back up. I'm just going to stir, get them tender, cooking down. So we will check back when that is done. All right, so now that they're nice and tender, starting to brown a little, we're going to add half a cup of a light beer. And don't worry, it's heating, it's going to be simmering and reducing, so the alcohol should burn off. We're going to let that kind of simmer and reduce for a few minutes, then we'll check back. All right, now that that's been simmering and reducing, we are adding 1 cup of milk or milk substitute. I'm actually using a milk substitute. If you use milk, you should be using a lower fat one, 1% or skim. I'm going to do and let that come to a simmer. And then I'm going to put another 1/4 cup of the milk substitute or whatever milk you're using in there, and cornstarch. I believe it's 3 teaspoons or tablespoons. That's a big 3 tablespoons of cornstarch. Mixing it up to kind of slurry, and then we'll add it in. So we'll be right back to do that in a minute. All right, we're adding our slurry in. That was our 1/4 cup of milk with 3 tablespoons of cornstarch. See, it's almost immediately thickening up, which is exactly what we want. Now we're going to add our cheese. We're just using cheddar. It's just the 2 cups. Cheddar cheese. Ah. All right, getting that nicely stirred in. Before we add the rest of our stuff, so let me grab that. All right, we're getting so close, guys, so close. We're adding a can of regular Rotel. Yum, yum, yum. We're going to do some salt. It's supposed to just be a couple dashes. We're into our kind of spices and final flavorings. Some pepper too. We're We're gonna add some lime juice. Two teaspoons. See, I can speak. Then our final 2 ingredients are, let me give it a stir with that lime juice. It's gonna be our cumin and our chili powder. Okay, there's one. There's our cumin. Let's get it all nicely stirred in there. Alright, it's ready. Probably need to let it cool down actually for a few minutes. But it's good to go. Ready to be served with some chips. Bon appetit. Yay for something lighter but still delicious for the new year. Y'all, we weren't done. The green onions and the cilantro. Whew. Literally turned and I was like, oh good, we got it all in. We had not. There they go. Whoops. Now it's all good. Yum, yum, yum. Now it's all good and ready to be eaten. Bon appetit.